Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it, and what a heck of a week it has been, not just for the markets, but I think it's been a really great trading week. Really excited for the fourth quarter, as we've talked about. I think vol is picking up, opportunities are there. So it is a lot to be looking forward to. And here we are. Let's see. Pretty much just about at the high of the days today. The Dow's up 500, S&P's up nearly 30. This is awesome. My wife is bringing me in an acai bowl right now, which is tremendous. Thank you, thank you. Anybody ever have an acai bowl? Oh man, they are unbelievable. Jennifer and Ross, good to see you live in here. Thank you, and everybody else. What a weekend this is going to be, especially since the Cubbies made it through the wild card round. Bill, nicely done. And SnowX, nicely done. Who else here is in the op-vol room getting out of CMG as we speak at $2.40? Holy cow. Let's go. Let's go. I just exited mine. Holy smokes. What a runner we caught there. Okay. Don, way to go. 50 spoons of sugar in an acai bowl? No, not this one. This one's got acai, blueberries, raspberries, some peanut butter, and I'm hoping there's some banana in here somewhere. That's really good. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. You know what? Let's have some fun today. It is not pliable, Bill. We don't have those in Chicago here. I really, really wish we did. This is a local place where I live called Tico's Bowls. Pliable, unbelievable, though. Pliable is unbelievable. Okay, it is Friday quiz day today, everybody. All right, it is Friday. Guillermo, we did have a signal in the room. We got out of partial CMG earlier, and then we put an exit signal out for the remainder at $2.40. Okay. All right. Friday quiz. Now, we're all friends here. I know everybody's here to learn. We are all friends going into the weekend. Let's all get on the honor system, okay? Because obviously you can use your cell phone, chat GPT. You can type in Google really quick to get these answers. Let's try and work it out a little bit, all right? But the first, Guillermo, that has nothing to do with AI. No, this is the exit in op-vol. That is so good. Okay, first correct answer to each question, and you can only be right once, or you can only be the first one once today. Okay. Hey, Leo. Is going to get you 2 entries on today's wheel spin. Okay, again, we're all friends. Let's see what we got here. All right. Okay, where and when did the first U.S. stock exchange open? Oh man, I hear all of you guys typing into your computers right now. Just kidding. Where and when? Okay. No right answer yet, and you guys cannot answer multiple times, so keep going. Okay, it's where and when. So if you're going to answer, I need a place and I need a year. Okay. Galena. Galena, did you use Google, ChatGPT, anything? There is the answer. So, Michael Clark, please make sure Galena gets on the wheel twice. All right, on to the next question. Oh, you use ChatGPT. Oh, man. I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to do that, but all right. What event? See, Al, that wasn't the question. That wasn't our question. We don't care about Amsterdam. This was specifically the first U.S. stock exchange. Okay. What event led to an 18th century stock market crash? And how long did the ban on trading last? Civil War was the 19th century. I know this is a real tough one. I would not expect anybody to get this without the help of Google or ChatGPT or something else. Man, acai is great. Okay, remember, what century are we in right now, everybody? What century are we in? Okay, we're in the 21st. And what year is it? Okay, so the hint or the clue in this one would be if it's the 18th century, that would mean we're talking about something in the 1700s, right? Mm-hmm. I know I shouldn't be doing this. It's rude. This acai bowl is so good, though. Okay. Well, Ross, I'm assuming you may have used some help there, but only part of that answer is correct. Okay, Ty, that is correct, but we need a length of time. How long did the ban on trading last? And I should probably rephrase this a little bit because it's actually the ban on options trading. And yes, there were options that traded back then. So the answer I was looking for, maybe I just didn't phrase this properly, was this. Yes, it is the South Sea Bubble of 1720. Okay, that led to the passage of Sir John Barnard's Act in 1734, which prohibited the trading of options, as they were called at the time. And the ban lasted 126 years. So, what we're going to do on this one is I'm going to look for the first two 1720. One of them as I go through here, Francisco, you're the first one. So, Mike Clark, if we can get Francisco on there twice. And the second one is Ross. Collapse of South Sea Company in Britain. But you know what, Bill? Because you had 1720 South Sea Bubble, and you actually were closest. You had 105 years. We're going to put you in there also. So Francisco, Ross, and Bill K., you all get double entries on the wheel today. All right, moving on. These might be a little bit easier now. What was the first U.S. stock exchange to allow options trading, and in what year? You got to come up with the correct of both. Bill, you are very welcome. That was too good of an answer to not include it. Okay. I see answers coming through. Nothing's right yet. All right, Michael. I know Bill K., you had that. Michael is oh boy, Michael and James, you guys came in at the same time. So Michael and James, we're going to put you both on there twice. Yes, there's the answer right there. 16 stocks, and there were only call options at the time. Nobody knew how to figure out put options. Put options came a few years later. All right, so Michael, let's get both Michael Clark, let's get Michael and James Macy on the wheel twice today. Okay, next up. What was the acronym of the first market maker to ever trade Amazon options? RDB, too easy. Oh, man. There's my badge. There is my badge right there. Oh man, all of these coming in, all of these at 12:14, we're going to add you on twice. Okay? Because they're all good. RDB, you're on twice. RMC, Rocky Mountain Chainsaw, you're on twice. Kevin Wally, you're on twice. Don, you're on twice. Bill 8575, you're on twice. PTM, Patrick McDevitt, you're on twice. And Gene Monaco, you're on twice. Those are all the ones that came in during 12:14 here. Now, before we go to any more, and we do have a bunch more, I know it's a long, long words of the day today. But the words of the day for the wheel are, as my little Luella says, beat the Brewers. Beat the Brewers. Okay. Sorry for the lengthy words today, but Lou said beat the Brewers. Okay. Next up, next question. How many companies currently have a market cap of 1 trillion or more? I know that one's going to be whoever gets to Google first. Wow, I don't see any right answers yet. Jennifer. Oh, wait a minute. Jennifer, you can only answer once, and it's a good thing for you that your first answer was the right one. So, this is outside of Ernie Banks, my favorite all-time Cubs player, Don Kessinger. Shortstop in the late 60s into the 70s. I grew up as a baseball player. I played actually into college just for a brief amount of time. I was a shortstop. So I grew up idolizing Don Kessinger. Steven, when was that the Brewers beat the Cubs in the ninth? Okay. So Michael Clark, please get Jennifer on there twice. Steven, you're saying this upcoming weekend that the Brewers are going to beat the Cubs in the ninth inning? I don't know, everyone. We may have to boot Steven out of here. Okay, next up. Federal Reserve was created after the crash of 1907, which was caused when speculators tried manipulating market shares of which commodity? I'm staying silent here because I don't see a right answer yet. So I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my acai bowl here. Oh, there we go. Brit. Winner. Brit Ledford. Winner. Michael Clark, please get Brit on there twice. Let me go back to little Lou here for a second. For those that haven't put it up there yet, to get into today's wheel, the word Z, plural, of the day today. Beat the Brewers. Winner, chicken dinner, Kevin. Give that another 30 seconds so I could look at my little Lou all day. And then we will move on. And Michael, then you could close the wheel except for the rest who get on doubly. Okay. What percent of U.S. households trade options? Thank you, Leo. So exciting. Wow. Pete, you were ready. Pete and Aaron, I've got to go with both of you guys. You're the first two up there. Pete and Aaron. That is correct. Joe Montana, 16%. That's what I love, Aaron. Honor policy. Way to go. Nicely done. So, Aaron and Pete, you're on there twice. Michael Clark, please make sure. Okay, next up. Which stock is currently the most actively traded in the options market based on volume? We do have a winner. We have two winners that came in right at the same time. The answer, Tesla. So Stephen Frystack and Bear Wilbur, you guys get two entries. Galena, would have been a good answer. However, SPY and SnowX, those are not stocks. Okay. We got one more. One more before we go to the wheel, everybody. According to the CBOE, what percent of option contracts expire worthless? You'd be surprised. Steve Mailman. Bear, you're already on there, but Steve Mailman. Who do you think I have up here for 30? We'll do that. First guess of who I have up here for 30 also gets two on the wheel today. Sports player. Any guesses? Come on, folks. Nope, Steve Mailman. Oh, come on. All right. Bear, you were right, but you were already on there. Dorothy. Dorothy, ding, 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 ding. Dorothy, you will get on there twice. Stephen Gale Sayers was actually 40. George, I should get you onto the wheel twice just for saying Ernie Banks. He was 14, but I should get you on there just for saying Ernie Banks. All right, everybody. I'm hoping you had a little fun today after a very long week, great long trading week. Fantastic, fantastic week. All right, Michael, let me know when the wheel is ready to go. I know with a couple additions there. Oh, you got it. Great. Dorothy's on there twice, Michael. Awesome. All right. Oh my God. I know there are a couple entries on here twice, and that's fine. By far, this is the most jam packed wheel we have ever had. Ever, 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 ever. Now remember, wheel winners now will get their name entered into the October 31st spin the wheel. And the winner on that wheel will get a free, excuse me, a free trip in to our Las Vegas conference in December. Okay, and also if you have already purchased Vegas, or if you do purchase Vegas, and then you wind up winning on October 31st, we will give you your money back. Okay? Seriously, I gotta. Well, these aren't my prescription glasses, but whoo, gotta put something on here. That is a jam packed wheel. Wow, wow, wow. Steven, you're on there. Trust me. All right, here we go, everybody. Kevin or Don. Is it Don? Don B with his double entry. Don B, are you still in the house? Yes. Boomski. Michael, if you can put that in our Slack, that would be great. Thank you. I see you doing that right now. Awesome job, everybody. Again, got to put a little fun into this every now and then, right? Work hard, play hard, that sort of thing. So thank you so much, everybody. That was for me. That was a lot of fun. We'll do this again at some point. Have a great weekend, and I would get ready for a busy week next week. Thanks again, everybody. Bye bye. All right, Michael Clark, you want to play? You want to play the exit?